Kubor Sngewlem jong Nongsan Hima.
Now we come to item number 21. Sri Conrad K. Sama, Chief Minister in charge of Finance, to present the supplementary demands for grants and supplementary appropriation for 2020-2021.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to present the supplementary demands for grants and supplementary appropriation for the year 2020-2021.
We come to item number 22. Obituary references. Chief Minister, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, in the last 6 months, the state and the nation has lost many prominent leaders who have contributed to their respective states, to the state of Meghalaya, and to the country as a whole, in different positions that they held. In the last few months, we have lost from our own state leaders like late H.S. Shylla, who was the Deputy Speaker of the Meghalaya Assembly at one point. We also lost late Siangshai, who was a former minister and former MLA from Jente Hills. At the national level, we have lost most probably one of the most tallest figures in the country, the former President of India, late Pranab Mukherjee. We lost the former Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, late Ajit Jogi, former MP from Kerala, late Virendra Kumar, the former Governor of Jharkhand, late Ved Prakash Marwa, an MLA from Tamil Nadu, J. Anbazagan, former Minister from West Bengal, late Abani Mohan Jordar, an MP from Maharashtra, late Haribhavu Jawale, an MLA from Odisha, late Madan Mohan Datta. We lost late Tamonash Ghosh, who was an MLA from West Bengal, late Upa Rokamalova, former Speaker of the Mizoram Assembly, late Dr. Suresh Amonkar, former Minister of Goa, late Debendra Nath Roy, BJP MLA from West Bengal, late Ghura Ram, former Minister from Uttar Pradesh, late Lalji Tandon, Governor of Madhya Pradesh, late Somen Mitra, former MP and the West Bengal Congress President, late Amar Singh, Rajya Sabha MP from Uttar Pradesh, late Anant Sheth, former Speaker of Goa, late Kamal Rani Varun, a Minister from Uttar Pradesh, late Shivaji Rao Patel Nilangekar, the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, late Chetan Pratap Singh Chauhan, the Cabinet Minister from Uttar Pradesh, late Janmejay Singh, former MLA from UP, H. Vasanta Kumar, Lok Sabha member from Tamil Nadu, late Raghuvansh Prasad Singh, the former Union Minister from Bihar, late Chanesh Ram Rathia, former Minister from Chhattisgarh, late Ashok Gasti, Rajya Sabha member from Karnataka, late Suresh Angadi, Minister of State from Karnataka, late Jaswant Singh, former Union Minister, late Pradeep Marathi, an MLA from Odisha, late Kailash Chandra Trivedi, Congress MLA of Rajasthan, late Ashwini Kumar, former Governor of Manipur and Nagaland, late Ram Vilas Paswan, Union Minister from Bihar, late CM Chang, Minister from Nagaland, late Vinod Singh, Minister from Bihar, late Kapil Deo Kamat, a Janata Dal United leader from Bihar, late Sukumar Hansda, Deputy Speaker of West Bengal, late Keshubhai Patel, former Chief Minister of Gujarat, and late R. Doraikanu, Minister of Tamil Nadu. So as you can see, we have lost 39 eminent personalities and leaders who have contributed immensely to their respective states and to the country. So in particular, I would like to just share my relation and the kind of history I have with some of the leaders out here. I happen to, of course, know and work very closely with the two tall leaders from our state who we have lost, which is late H.S. Shylla and late Simon Sngewlem. And we all know, sir, they are both leaders who had been in the political arena for a very long time and had held multiple posts. My connection, at least with them, has been very close simply because of the fact that at one point in their career, they were part of my political party, our political party, where he was with the NPP, and Simon Sngewlem at one point was with us in NCP. So I have fond memories of working very closely with both of them. And I remember H.S. Shylla. He used to be a very, very powerful orator. And even though I was not able to understand sometimes, because he used to speak in Khasi and other languages, and it would be difficult for me to follow, but his entire presentation and the way he used to present his speech, you would really get carried away with the entire oratory skills that Mr. H.S. Shylla had, and I think all of us would agree to that. Mr. Simon Sngewlem again was a person who worked very closely with us, a real person of the grassroots. I remember campaigning with him a couple of times, and we went to the interior villages of Jayanti Hills, and that's when I came to know how much he was connected to the grassroots. So apart from these two strong leaders, tall leaders of our state, we need to give a special mention to late Pranab Mukherjee, who was the former president of India, and a person who has in fact been a part of Indian politics and overall Indian administration, governance, policy for a very, very long time, and most probably has contributed more than anybody else can imagine to what the country is today. I used to remember my late father telling me how Mr. Pranab Mukherjee was a person of great and very sharp memory. And he would have numbers about the country's finances or policies or different data at his fingertips. And he had a very sharp memory, and a person who really was very, used to work very hard at the the subjects that he used to handle. And that is the one point I remember very much when my late father used to tell me about late Pranab Mukherjee. So he's a great personality who we have lost, but I'm sure that his contributions and the work he has done will always be there in the history of the country, and the contributions that he has made have made a huge difference, as we know, in where our nation is today. So I would like just to mention about late Ram Vilas Paswan ji, who was again another very tall leader from Bihar, but had made a very strong impression at the national politics. And in spite of being from one state and being a party that was not as big as the other national parties, he always ensured that him and his political party would play a very, very crucial role at national politics. So he's been a person who has again held very high posts for a continuous time frame and been in the government for many, many years. And he also was very close to us as a family. In fact, his son, who is now the president of the party, has been somebody who has been working very closely with me also, because I was in Parliament for a year and a half. And during that phase, I got to know Mr. Chirag Paswan also very well. So we really miss him. And he's been somebody who's not just a person who has been a minister or a leader, but somebody who we looked up to and somebody who's been a very close family friend also. So I would also like to just give a very quick reference to another two leaders here who again I had the opportunity to know and to work with. One is Mr. Suresh Angadi, who's a Minister of State from Karnataka. Again, during my 1.5 year stint as the Member of Parliament, Mr. Suresh Angadi was somebody who, being the chairman of the Housing Committee, was somebody who really helped me, guided me, and who really taught me a lot of things in the Lok Sabha. And I remember he always used to come over in the Central Hall also and speak to me. So I had a very close relationship with him, and when I heard of his demise, it was really a shock to me because he was not that old, but nonetheless he passed away, and so I really would like to pay my tributes to him. Another leader, sir, late CM Chang, was a minister from Nagaland, again a person who had been very closely associated with my late father, and obviously I got a chance to speak to him, work with him, and work in different situations also politically. He was again a very, very jolly person who had many posts. Apart from being minister, he was also a member of parliament at one point from Nagaland. So a person who was very experienced, and I should say a great loss it has been for the entire state of Nagaland and for the Northeast also, sir. Sir, as I said, all the eminent leaders out here have contributed at their own level and in their own way to their own states and to the country as a whole. And I think the vacuum that has been left because of the demise of these 39 stalwarts, I think it will be very difficult to fill up. And we all would like to would like to give our tributes to them for the work that they have done for the nation, and would like to express our deepest condolences to the family members and pray to Almighty God that their souls may rest in eternal peace. Thank you very much, sir.
Dr. Mukul Sama, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I joined the leader of the House in condoling the demise of all the leaders who have passed away in the preceding few months. As usual, on the first day of the session, we have these obituary references to give tribute to all the leaders after their demise. But today is unusual because the number of leaders who have passed away in the recent months, 39 of them, big loss for the nation, for the region, and for the respective states, and for the people who have been very closely associated with them. The leader of the House has already read the names, so I feel I will not read the names again. But through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, at the very outset, I want to convey our deepest condolences to the members of the Bir family and the near and dear ones of the leaders who have passed away, and would like to just refer to a few of the leaders who have been an integral part of our state politics, social service, and also some of the leaders who have had a long innings of public life and contributed immensely to our overall development of the region and the nation. I remember these two great sons of the soil, led H.S. Shylla and led Siangshai. I had the privilege of being member of this August House together with them. I was elected in '93 for the first time. As I stepped into this August House, it was a privilege for me to listen to the oratory skills of led by H.S. Shylla. I was to read about him before getting elected in 1993, because I remember he was also holding the portfolio of food and civil supplies under the government led by Dr. D.D. Lapang then. And a leader who was connected with the masses, with the farmers, with the downtrodden, and of course he wore many hats. Even he spent substantial amount of time preaching, befitting to his name. And in spite of his engagement in preaching and spiritual work, he continued to serve people as a politician. I don't know how many of us can do that. He's an extraordinary man with extraordinary talent. I hope we could, as a state, have more privilege to get his services. It's sad that he is no longer with us. I had the privilege of being able to talk to him after he was released from the hospital, after he was admitted in the hospital for a short time. And I thought maybe he will recover. But subsequently, we received the sad news. He was no more with us. Continue to remember him fondly for all his contributions, and the vacuum that he has left after his demise will definitely take a long time to be filled up. I remember Siangshai very fondly. A very nice friend, a gentleman, enterprising, and while he was the minister in charge industries, remember, he met his endeavor in bringing in investment in the state. And in fact, the first cement factory, the Star Cements, was an offshoot of that endeavor of led Siangshai. And then rest is history. Therefore, the contribution, if we look at, are huge, substantial, and we remember them fondly.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I also rise to join hands with the Leader of the House and Leader of the Opposition in remembering and paying tribute to the leaders that we have lost in last 5 months. Mr. Speaker, sir, if we see the list of the leaders who have been passed away in about last 5 months time, we can see we have lost as many as 39 prominent leaders. Never before during obituary reference we had come across in giving tribute to as many as this much personalities whom we have lost in obituary references. Maybe because of the situation, maybe because of the pandemic, we never know that this much of leaders that we have lost. Sir, it will take time to name all the leaders that we have lost. Each and every leaders that we have lost have been mentioned by the leader of the house, so I don't want to repeat all the names. But then, sir, we have also lost two prominent leaders from our own state, who happen to be the sons of the soil of our state. Out of which one was led his preaching son Shylla. If you tell the full name, people don't used to know about him. He was popularly called as H.S. Shylla. Well, he was very active in politics. He was elected as the member of this August House for 2 times. Then also he happened to be the part of the Council of Ministers in the government of Meghalaya. And in his political career, he also happened to be elected as member of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council for 3 terms, wherein he happened to be the chief executive member of the KHADC. And in between his political career, as it was rightly mentioned by the leader of the opposition, he took hibernation from politics and he engaged himself to be a preacher for several years. And as we all know that he was having a very good skill in orator. He was very good orator, and he was not only as a politician but also as a preacher. He became very prominent, and in this way he contributed politically, socially and religiously to the people of the state of Meghalaya. But unfortunately, on the 7th of August this year, when he passed away, we lost a leader of this personality. I also remember late Siangshai. He was also very tall leader from the eastern region of the state of Meghalaya. I was not closely associated with him, but late Siangshai was a very prominent leader from Jingkhlad region. He was contributing to the people of the state both as politician, and lots of socio-economic developments also took place with his contribution. He passed away on the 1st of September 2020. And I'm sure that with his passing away, it is a big loss to the people of Gentiles in particular and the whole state of Meghalaya in general.
Balambor, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, on behalf of the people of the 22 Nongkrem Assembly constituency, I rise to take part with the Leader of the House to express my deepest condolences on the sudden demise of the 39 leaders in the country, especially to late H.S. Shylla and late Simon Siangshai. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I have known late H.S. Shylla since 2003, when we contest the general election to the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. He was also one of the candidates. I have a very close connection with late H.S. Shylla. I remember, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, when I defeated him in the general election in 2003, and also during the campaign, he was very vocal, a very good orator, and at that point of time, I contested with a very strong leader. I happened to be together in the District Council in 2004, when I also take part in the election to the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council. He also contested from the Lycro constituency, and we both got elected, and we were together in the District Council. During that tenure, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I learned a lot from this great leader of ours. During the campaigning, we have counter, we give big lectures, we speak against each other. But I remember in one occasion, he came and sat next to me and told me that during the battlefield, we have to bring out different kind of issues. But you should remember, as a young leader, never keep things in mind, because election times we speak whatever we have to speak. But after elections, we are friends. This is what he taught me. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, late H.S. Shylla was a remarkable statesman who stood his ground and was always vocal about his opinions and views. He left an indelible mark in all the public offices he occupied. As a leader, he has contributed a lot to the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly as well as the KHDC. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I have the privilege to meet once late Siangshai, and I could see that he is a true leader. The state have lost two great leaders. We feel that emptiness because I remember, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, when we have a session in the council, it was a very heated council, heated argument, and it was a long debate. We really enjoyed and learned many things as of today. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, through you, I condole my deepest condolences to the bereaved families, that Almighty God strengthen them day by day. And may the two leaders' soul rest in peace. With these few words, thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir.
Honorable MLA from Mulai.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to participate and also to join hands with Honorable Chief Minister, Leader of the Opposition, Member of this August House, in the sad demise of many personalities that we have lost for the last few months. This last few months, we have lost many in the nation and also in the state of Meghalaya. So in our state, we have lost two leaders. That is late H.S. Shylla, former Deputy Speaker and also former Minister. So I was associated with him for right from 1993 when I was a contest election. We fought from the same party. Then I lost that he won the election in 1993. Then after that we continue our relationship with him. That what I could see that is a man that God has given him and choose him and gifted him that he can work for the people of the state at large. So as a politician, I can say that Mr. H.S. Shylla is a good man. He tried to be on the side with the people on the ground level. Though he was a minister, but the way of meeting with his friend, then with his people of his constituency, I could see that he is a grassroots leader. So I got the opportunity to be with him when I was an MDC and he was the CM of KHDC. We walked together. Then we knew him very well that he's a good orator. If it is in Khasi, if it is in English, that he spoke well. That everybody, when we listening of his speech, I can say that we are very much convinced in any subject. So from his part as MLA of Nongkrem constituency, he has tried his best with limited capacity that he have and limited resources that he can do. That he have tried his best to be to reach at the grassroots level for the people of Nongkrem constituency. So his loss is a great loss, especially to his wife, to his children, to the family members, and also for the people of Nongkrem constituency. This is the loss that it has affected very badly for the family members. At this moment of grief and sorrow, I convey my condolences to the bereaved family, and that God will console them at this hours of grief and sorrow. So I also like to convey my condolences to one of my friend, that Mr. Siangshai, former MLA from Rambai constituency, now has become Khadat constituency. So I was together with him. In 1998, we won from the same party. That is from UDP, we won in 1998. We are lucky enough, and both of us, we get a opportunity of serving as a minister in the leadership of late B.B. Ïingdorbar. That we have been together for the last 5 years, and I could see that he's a very simple man, plain speaking, a grassroots leader. That I could see that from that time, I've already been associated with him. I could see that he wanted to work for the betterment of the state, and especially for his constituency that he was elected.
Mr. George B. Ïingdorbar.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I also rise to join hands with the Leader of the House and also the Leader of the Opposition to condole the passing away of political stalwarts who have held high public office in our state and our beloved country. Every one of them, all the 39 departed souls, have left an indelible mark in the political history on the areas that they had served and our country, and contributed a lot to the development of our citizens. In their era, they have built the political rhetorics. They have been the subject of public discourse in our tea shops, in our markets, and they have been able to shape up public policy to ensure that the citizens get the best. So, I have a special mention, as other members have richly contributed with their various speeches to the life and contributions of late H.S. Shylla, a state leader who our people can never forget, a man with great oratory skills, blessed by God, a leader who could move mountains by his speeches and by his words. So, one great learning from Shri H.S. Shylla is his strong connection with the people, his affectionate smile bringing people together, and the way that he will connect with the needs of the poor, of the downtrodden, and how to shape up policy, how to bring up rules and laws, how to bring up discussions especially. I had met him in close quarters, sir, during the stint when he had retired from active politics and he had gone into a different path where he had started to preach the word of God, trying to reach out to people even in that world where people would be needing God, and his prayers were with them. So, his energy and enthusiasm could be seen, that he could bring up discussions, healthy discussions, on any topic relating to the citizens of the state. Maybe people, maybe you, especially you, sir, who have seen the politics of 1970s when the state had just, it was at its infancy. 1978 especially was a political turnaround where none of the parties had a majority stake in the house, and suddenly people were at a loss as which party will take up the government. That is where we had that three flag government. In our Khasi history we call the Sarkar Lai Lama. How the government was formed, where the voice of the people was not subdued only after the voting. where the people came together, leaders from social and religious backgrounds, they came together, and we heard that MLAs were literally forced and dragged from their houses to form the three-flag government. It is such a beautiful history that we have, where people come together and the leaders that they have elected, they were shown the way on leading the state and forming a government. The contribution of late Sri H.S. Shylla in the formation of that government cannot be forgotten by his contemporaries, and perhaps it has been laid in the history, in the annals of political history of our state, sir. Perhaps that was the initiation of a coalition government, where parties with different mandates, with different manifestos, they came together to serve the people. Sir, his contribution as a student leader at a young age, where he was involved in political discourse, he was involved in social discourse, rising even at a young age to the levels of the state and try to influence policymakers to shape up their programs for the benefit of the people. His contribution for protecting the tribal interests, especially in the Khasi Lineage Act, bringing in the necessary amendments, how he stood for the ILP, how he was against the CAA, even in his age of 60, 65, he stood up for the people, and there was never a time where we see him laze around and not coming up when the need of the hour was there. He has greatly contributed, sir, as CM of the District Council. One incident that relates to my family, to my clan, there was this dispute of boundary between the Hima of Mauflang, the Hima of Mausanram. Because it was a boundary dispute, it was incumbent upon the District Council to solve the boundary dispute. By H.S. Shylla, then the CEM, he went to the spot, sought out the history of that area, asked for the descendants, if any, to come to the spot and give their version, and also to submit their history before the District Council. He could solve such matters of importance by going to the field, meeting the people, connecting with history, and how those boundaries stand now resolved and both the Himas living amicably. Such instances of leadership, instances of strong decision making, makes him a remarkable leader, sir. Towards the end of his days, he formed a group termed Kasur Upajba, the voice of the people. Perhaps he could understand with the growing needs of the citizens, aspirations, and how people have high expectations from policymakers, from leaders, how their voices could be brought to a platform. Perhaps he has shaped up that platform with this group of Kasur Upajba. How beautiful such platforms could be when people are given a chance to say what they have to say, their grievances, their problems, their suggestions, perhaps coming together even for a cause. Therefore, sir, Sri H.S. Shylla has greatly contributed. With his passing, his body may have been laid to rest, but his voice lives on in our minds and hearts. Sir, I also pay my tributes to late Sri Simon Siangshai, as I fondly remember him as an MLA of the UDP, when the UDP had won all the 7 seats in Jenti Hills in 1998, where he had fondly called that win as the win of the 7, or the New Janspong, or the 7 crowns. That was, again, another instance in the political history of the state, sir, where Sri Simon Siangshai had played his role to revive regional politics, to revive regional parties, and he has immensely contributed to his constituency, to his people, to the people of Jenti Hills, and as our leader of opposition had said, his vision to develop industries, to bring in employment, and to ensure that people get benefited from such units that can bring in economic turnaround in an area which needs a lot of support and policy decision. I also stand to express my gratitude, sir, to late Sri Pranab Mukherjee, who has greatly contributed as a citizen of the state from humble beginnings to rise to the highest office of this country as our beloved President. A man of the people with humble demeanors, and his intelligence and intellect cannot be forgotten, and how he has led this country in times of turmoil. When we are facing food scarcity, how he has shaped up as finance minister to bring in resources and develop the various parts of this country, never forgetting that this country needs a vast approach, leader of vision and leader of dedication. Sir, we have lost not many leaders, 39 in all during this pandemic. The loss of these leaders is matter of grave sadness and will be hard to fill the vacuum that they have left behind. It also shows the sign of how fragile our humanity is. As we fight together, sir, against this pandemic or this microscopic enemy, perhaps the souls of our departed leaders will bless us, will guide us, and will protect the people of the state and the country. And at the same time, sir, I express my condolences to the bereaved families, to all the near and dear ones of these departed leaders, and may their souls rest in eternal peace. With these few words, sir, I resume my seat.
I rise to join the Leader of the House, the Leader of Opposition, and the other honourable member who have expressed and condole with the death of all the 39 prominent leaders of our country. Sir, out of these 39 leaders, 2 of them, they are from our state, Meghalaya. One is his preaching son Shylla, and another is late Simon Siangshai. All these 39 leaders, they have contributed so much for our country, for our state. They have left their footprint in different capacity that they have served through Legislative Assembly and through the Parliament. Sir, I wouldn't take all the name because there are 39, it will take much of time. But I just want to share a few incidents happened with the person whom I have met personally. But his preaching son Shylla, fondly known as Badeng Shylla, he is the person whom I have met in my career only twice. But these 2 times I have met him, it is a time where I could not forget. The first time I met him personally, in the month of February this year, 2020, just before the pandemic and the lockdown, where I went to meet him to discuss few issues related with district council. He is a very busy person, and the 25 minutes privilege I have to discuss issues with him, I found that he is a person, a learned person, who have great experiences, and these 25 minutes experiences which I have the privilege to share ideas with him, it helped me a lot, and I still remember it till today. The second time I met him, that was in the first week of August, just 3-4 days before he passed away, in Supokhe Hospital. That time it happened that even my father also, he was hospitalized in Supokhe Hospital. My father was in room 401. It so happened that the shirt of my father, when we dried on the balcony, it fell down in the next balcony. So myself, I went to that room to knock the door. That is room 301. When I enter inside, it was happened to be Badeng Shylla. He was sitting on the bed in his illness. What surprised me is that he was sitting on his bed and he's writing and drafting something. Then I enter, then I saw Badeng Shylla. I was shocked. It was him. I don't know that he was hospitalized, and I don't know that he's in room 301. Then I seek permission from him that I will take my father's shirt from his balcony. So he allowed me, and then I went, I picked that shirt. And then I just asked him, how are you, Badeng? He said, I'm fine. You can see I'm still writing and drafting. That shows a person, even in his illness, in his bed, in hospital also, he's still writing and doing something for the betterment of the state. These are the only 2 times I met him, and unfortunately on the 7th of August 2020 he passed away, and it is a great loss to our state. He is the person who has been spearheaded, who has been advocate and the architect to fight for the people of the state. We have seen when he has been an MLA in the past, an MDC, as a cabinet minister, as a deputy speaker, as the chief executive member in Khas Hill Autonomous District Council. Different issues he has brought, and the bills and the act which has been formulated, he's the one who are very much near the people of the state and who can feel and sense the importance how to protect the interests of the state, especially mandated with the 6th schedule for our state. Sir, it is a great loss for the state, and I wish all those footsteps that has been spearheaded by him will be followed accordingly in the days to come. As our honorable member have mentioned about one WhatsApp group which he has formed during the lockdown, and I have seen his giving press statement regarding so many issues during COVID-19 pandemic, and also issues related how to protect the interests of the Khasi, Jaintia and Garo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity to say something and to take part on this arbitrary subject. Sir, as I rise to take part along with the leader of the House and leader of the opposition and all the members, honorable members, as we have lost so many great leaders in our state and in the nation. 39 altogether. A special mention for our leaders of the state, his preaching son Shylla, late Siangshai, led his preaching son Shylla, late Pranab Mukherjee. As we come across the life history, the political history of our great leader, late Pranab Mukherjee, he had so much contributed towards the state as a whole in overall development. We really lost them. The state, the nation had really lost. These type of great leaders, even though we know the fact that late Pranab Mukherjee, maybe he is short in height, but he's tall in thinking, in his mindset to bring change in the political scenario. A special mention for our late his preaching son Shylla. We know the fact that he's no more, but his spirit dwell on us and spark insight, because the fact that he is not just a leader of Khasi community, he is a leader of the state. Not only the family had lost him, not only our community, but the state as a whole. His name, his preaching son Shylla. In fact, it need no more to spell out, because his name, as we often remind ourselves that we should always preach and practice, or practice what we preach. So his name, his preaching son Shylla, it is very righteous to honor all our political leaders who had contributed in many ways. It is our duty bound as a living human being, because we also one fine day we have to pass through. We have to pass in through. But we don't know where, how, and when. I'm dare to say that his preaching son Shylla, he is a true leader. A true leader means not taking everything in own self, but giving everything. We have seen he had been a legislator of this August House, had also served as an MDC through KHDC. And it so happened by 2.5 years, the last term, 2014 to 2019, because of dual post holding, that in any matter they have to release to relieve one post. So he so happened he got a chance to be an MDC for this very short period of, for these 2.5 years. It reminded me that his life character had taught me a lot. As he is a man, not in words, but he is a man of action. I dare to say that in the absence of a strong and effective leadership, the revolution is bound to fail. He is a true leader, no doubt about being as a leader. As we fail as a state to produce a true leader at this crisis of situation, it is so much demand, especially our state. Now 48 years it gone ahead, 2 years more left to achieve the 50th anniversary. He is a courageous person, and he never think about his status. That I know about his personal life. He never think about his status. What he always think about the status of the surrounding, the status of the next, of the coming, of the future generation. He is not just a revolutionary leader. He is a visionary leader. We had lost him. It is really a great loss for each and every one of us, and especially for the state as a whole. Before he took up his post as CM, I remember, I just like to highlight in this August House, because it need to follow up the footprint of the true leaders. I remember that time 3 pro tem CM separately, they came to meet me so as to form a new EC, Executive Committee in the District Council, where one of those 3, the first time they came, the pro tem CM, I will not mention the name, and I just simply show them, if you agree with this white paper, 10 points, I also will join the EC. Led by anybody, led by any leaders who are happen to lead the EC. Then they took my white paper and they don't turn back. And the second one came and offered me to be in the coalition. That was happened before formation of a new EC. And the second one also came. I handing over my white paper. There is a few points that I put as a demand that I'll join the coalition. She too took that white paper and she failed to turn back. I'm surprised to know his preaching son Shylla as his name. It really reflects that he is really a man who preach and practice. Live the name and remain the fame. Em ka karteng sa kanam. And you know what happened by H.S. Shylla? Then it is a tone of H.S. Shylla came to meet me personally, and I too show that's very same paper, white paper. And you know, that very split of second, not minute, while he gone through that 10 points, he said, Badilbot, everything is inside my heart. You don't worry, this will turn into reality. Then I tell I say to Shylla, politician is politician. No one can trust politician. At that point of time, then I said, okay, if you are serious with that, please give me your approval that you are going to take up this issue from the 10 points. And then he put a signature, and then myself also I make a decision to join his group, to make him as CM. And just a matter of weeks or months, 3 issues had turned up into reality. That is one of the issues which I had brought in the daylight in regards with the Supreme Court ruling that if 2006 Supreme Court ruling, which the ruling says the tribal woman who married non-tribal shall lose the ST. That was a strong point which he hit the state during his tenure as CM. He is a man of words and he is a man of action. So I have many things, in fact, to spell out. But as a matter of fact, time will not be able to take much. So I once again express my condolences to all our great political leaders who had gone from this world. And I hope that they will bless us, bless the state, bless the nation. And also my condolences to all the bereaved family, and especially their departed soul. May God Almighty grant their departed soul into eternal peace. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Any other members? I also rise to join hands with the leader of the House, Chief Minister Sngewlem Sharma, leader of the opposition, Dr. Mukul Sharma, and all my dear colleagues, in expressing my deepest condolences to the bereaved families of all these leaders who have passed away during this last 5 to 6 months. We have lost one of the leader who, Shylla, whom we used to call him, his preaching son Shylla. On the 7th of August 2020. Shylla was the Deputy Speaker of this Legislative Assembly in Meghalaya. And he has left behind his wife, 3 children and grandchildren as well. The loss of Badang Shylla was not just to his family members, but it is a loss to the state, the community, and the country as well. Badang Shylla has been elected twice in the assembly election in 1988 and 1993 from the Nongkrem Assembly constituency, where he has served as a Minister of State for Cooperation and then as a Food and Civil Supply Minister. And also he has been members at different capacities. Badang Shylla also has won the election to the Khasiels Autonomous Councils thrice from the same Nongkrem constituency way back in 1984, 2004 and 2016. He's been one of the executive members between 1985 to 1988. Badang Shylla has been fighting for an enactment of the Land Administration Bill passed by the KHADC when he was serving there as a CM. Badang Shylla was a remarkable statesman who stood his ground and who was always vocal about his opinions and views. Badang Shylla always stressed, talk and discuss the interests of the indigenous people of the state. So the loss of Badang Shylla is not only to the family members, but it's a loss to the indigenous people of the state of Meghalaya. May I now request all the honorable members to rise and observe 2 minutes silence as a mark of respect to the departed souls.